my creative peeps, and welcome back to my channel for another video. Today we're doing another Arteza review. I'm sure you're shocked. But anyway, I asked you guys last month on Instagram what product you guys wanted to see me review next, because either usually Arteza picks what they send me, or they'll ask me what I'm interested in. So this time I asked you guys, and several of you, overwhelming amount of you, wanted to see me review the real brush pens. Now, you guys may remember I reviewed these, I believe it was last year. It may have even been the year before at this point. I'm not sure. But they have made several improvements to them since then and expanded their line. And they took the suggestions of me and several other people who reviewed their older ones into consideration, which I really appreciate about them as a company. So here we are. We're going to review this. They sent me the 96 set with the case. This is not a sponsored video. They did send me this product for free for review, but all opinions are honest and my own. So let's get into it. You can get this case separately to house whatever you want, which is cool. So it comes with this little carrying strap. This is not very, I don't think this is stylish. I wouldn't just throw this over my shoulder and, rock it around town or anything. But if you did want to do that and travel with it, you can. It seems pretty secure. It is secured with these two latches here, but it's also secured with Velcro, which is cool. I'm going to show you how it opens up. They have several different sizes. There's also this pocket in the back, which I would assume is supposed to be to slip your sketchbook in, but as you can see, it doesn't really open very far at all. So you might be able to fit a few things of watercolor paper in there and maybe a tiny rag, but for the most part I think it's a great design feature, but there's not much, there's not any extra fabric to make it a very functional pocket. So there's that. Now you open up the Velcro here. There's this thing on the top here, which the water brush comes in. I was just playing with these. So there's that. Normally I would do a voiceover review, but today we're going real time because I've had these for a month and I've had to play with them a lot to really decide what my opinions were. So we're just going straight in real time. So it opens up like this. There's Velcros on the sides. It holds everything nice and together. I've been moving this around since I got it and nothing's fallen out. So it does take up quite a large amount of space, as you can see. I would say most of a standard desk when it's open. But here it has 108 slots and there's only 96 pens, so you have room for extra ones in the back here. And this insert piece here in the middle actually comes out like so. So I suppose if you wanted to just do this and have this many with you and put a sketchbook in there, you probably could get away with that. I don't know how much these Velcros would hold up, but I think that's pretty cool that that comes out. So there we go. They're very nicely rainbow ordered when you get them. So there's the blues and the greens, the pinks, the grays, the yellows and orange, the warm tones. So there's that. Let's talk about the actual brush real quick. Move this out of the way. So this is the brush. Before it was just a black barrel with their name and real brush pens. It didn't have any of this on the back. It didn't have the name. This was the most important thing. It didn't have the name or the number. So when you did swatches, you didn't really have anything to go off of. So this is, I think, the best improvement. So they each have a name and a color number. And then on the back, this one seems to be misprinted. It came like that. But basically it says water-based ink, non-toxic, They're designed in the US but manufactured somewhere else. And yeah, just other stuff. So why they're called real brush pens, obviously, is because of their brush tip here. It acts like a real brush, so it has bristles. Now, when I looked on the website today, these were $60 something for the 93. It came out to like 63 cents a pen or something like that. So that's super affordable compared to the Zig Clean colors, which were the original kind of bristle brush to my understanding. So yeah, they're pretty affordable. Let's go into the color choices and my thoughts on them now. So here are my swatches of them. Now, when they come with a water brush and they're supposed to be like watercolor, that's kind of the idea. So I put them in. This is the Arteza watercolor sketchbook, which is giant. You guys know I've been using this. Like, I've sketched the watercolors in it. These are actual watercolors and stuff. So I decided to swatch these in here. And as you can see, some of the colors are much juicier than others. Like, see this pink here has very juicy coverage versus like one of these blues. They kind of skip and they're dry. So I noticed that that's a little inconsistent across the colors. Like, this is a very juicy green and this is a very dry green. You kind of have to use them slowly. You can't use them too fast if you want the ink to run down properly. And originally I was trying to put them on the paper and wash them out like watercolor, and that does not work on this paper, because that's kind of how they look on their website. So this here is a piece of their expert watercolor, which is like $2 a sheet. And it works beautifully on here. But I would assume if you're buying budget supplies, you're not gonna have expert watercolor paper. So you can't use them in the same way on regular lower end paper as you can with these. Now, I noticed if you use a coated paper, so this is Midori MD paper, and I've also used them in my Hobonichi, that they do wash out like watercolor. Not perfectly, but for the most part. So if you're using a coated paper, if you have Tomoe River paper or Midori MD paper, these will work like that, as well as expert paper. But if you have middle of the road, just like regular sketchbook paper, then you're not going to really be able to put them on and water them out. However, you can take like a piece of plastic here, and see this little swatch down here? What I did was I took this pen, which is this one, the turquoise, and I colored on here, and then I took the water brush that they sent with it, and I picked up, you know, the color with the water brush and colored it over here. So that is an option. Another option is you can just use it as is. Let me find the page in my journal. So you can use it as is, like use the real bristle feature like you're using a real paintbrush, and just put the color on there. So this was some, this is just text paper like from a book, and you know, add some color. I wouldn't put any water on that, but it's a good option if you have paper that you can't put water on and you want to get some color down in like that real brush technique way. So overall, colors. I really like this color selection. I felt like they did a fantastic job in the blues area, which is where I felt like some of their other products have been lacking in the past, because these, like these colors right here, are my favorite. Along with these purples, I love these purples. So they did, and the grays, love the grays. They did a very good job with their color selection of the entire set. Now, I'm not sure in the smaller sets if these turquoise stuff colors and things are available. You'd have to look on the color selection. You can also buy these now. One of the problems I had before was that you couldn't buy them individually. Like, say this ran out, you were screwed. Now they sell them. You can get a pack of 4 of the same color for $8, I believe, on the website, which makes them $2 a pen instead of 63 cents a pen. But you always get a discount when you buy things in bulk, right? So if I really was obsessed with this turquoise, I don't know if I'd want to buy 4 replacements. Maybe hopefully your friend has, you know, the same color obsession that you do, but you can buy a single color. Not a single pen, but you can buy single colors. So that's pretty cool. So overall, if you wanted to try a pen that has like the real bristles but didn't want to spring for the Zigling color brush, I think these are a nice option. They're not going to work, like I said, on some papers, so keep that in mind. If you're planning on using them in a Hobonichi or on really expensive watercolor, or you're just going to use them as a regular marker or with the plastic, like I said, then this is a great option for you. If you want a lot of colors, bang for your buck, I'd say it's a great option. The case is pretty cool. I think it'd be nice to put colored pencils in, which is what I think I'm going to do. I'm going to take these out and put colored pencils in it maybe. But yeah, so overall, good budget supply. Don't know how often I'm going to be using them, but I'm going to try to use them. I'm excited to have them in my arsenal. Super excited about these colors. I hope you guys found this review helpful. If you did, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you want to see some more. Go ahead and leave a comment down below, either telling me what your favorite Arteza product is, whether you've tried them or not, or what you would like to see me take a look at next. So that is it for me today, you guys, and I'll catch you guys in my next one. Take care, guys. Bye.